Well, hello, beautiful soul. This is Jeanette Heater with thedivinitywithin.com, and I'm here today to talk about a mindset trap. And I want to help you understand this trap. And I've seen it with a lot of my clients and students and have assisted them through it. And I see it's very common in our world in general. So I want to help you through this trap to understand what it is, to identify it so that it doesn't grab a hold of you and pull you down and pull you under, and that you can really be successful in your journey forward as you move throughout your life. Okay? So I'm going to tell you what it is. Are you ready? Basically, this mindset trap is, it's very complicated. So I'm going to start you off with an understanding of the journey of transformation and healing. It's basically the journey of life. So a lot of individuals think that there is one mountain and one valley. Okay? So a mountain represents reaching your goals, healing your pains, learning new tools and skills, and releasing old patterns that no longer serve you. A valley, okay, that represents a lot of times the hard work, going within, learning to love yourself on greater levels, being honest and vulnerable with yourself about what you are feeling, and learning to move through, learn, grow, love, and heal yourself on greater levels. A lot of people say, hey, Jeanette, I take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. I take 5 steps forward and 4 steps back. What's up with this? Why does this keep happening? Well, they believe that, and a lot of people believe that there's one mountain and one valley, and they keep climbing up the same mountain and falling back through the same valley, and that's kind of exhausting, isn't it? But the truth is that you are not climbing up only one mountain and falling back down to one valley. The truth is that life and the journey of healing, the journey of transformation, is a series of valleys and mountains. Okay, it's a journey traversing this terrain of valleys and mountains. And there is not one valley and there is not one mountain. So you are not taking 5 steps forward and 4 steps back. You're taking 5 steps forward and 4 steps forward through a series of mountains and valleys. And that's the first thing to understand. Now you can understand what the mind trap is. Okay? So now that we know it's a series of valleys and mountains, we can understand this trap. So I'm sure you've reached the top of a mountain before, because there are many series atop of the mountain where you feel more free than you've ever felt, where you feel like you've overcome hardship, where you've healed your pain and you've let go of patterns that no longer serve you. And this is the mindset trap. The mindset trap says, I will never be sad ever again. I will never have to struggle with anger or fear or pain or childhood pain ever again. I have climbed to the top of this mountain, a mountain that I thought was impossible to climb to. I have overcome adversity. I have overcome pain and sadness and old patterns. I think I made it. I made it. Therefore, life will be rainbows forever. There will be no winter ever. There will be no rain. I will never experience sadness or hardship ever again, because I have made it to the specific mountain. I have made it to a specific point in my life. But we know that life is a journey of valleys and mountains. And this is not the last mountain that you will climb. And that is not the last valley that you will dive into for deep healing. And, life happens. Our dogs pass away. Life happens. A coworker moves in that's a bully. Life happens, sometimes we lose our jobs, or we move from our houses that we loved, or a dear friend moves to another part of the country, or your children grow up and you have empty nest syndrome. Life happens. The mindset that I will never be sad ever again is not realistic. We are complex emotional beings on a complex journey of evolution and transformation. And to state and to believe I will never feel sad or confused again, or I will never have to face my childhood or difficulties again, it's setting you up for failure, because it's just not realistic and it's just not doable. And life happens. Life just happens. Okay? And it can affect us, especially if it's loved ones or people that we're close to. So to understand instead, okay, I've reached the top of this mountain. Yes, life will be different forever, because I have gone on a journey that has changed me. I have gathered tools and insights about myself, about the world, and I know better how to navigate through difficulty. So yes, truthfully, life will be different forever. And also, things happen. The journey forward has valleys and mountains and valleys and mountains. And yes, I'm going to be able to reach greater heights. And yes, I might reach some greater depths. And yes, some of my past lives may come to the surface for healing. But that's okay, because I am forever transformed, and I have a greater understanding of how to ask for help, how to navigate through the storms of life, how to navigate through the depths of these valleys. That is okay. It's okay. And I have greater tools than I've ever had before in my entire life. Does that mean that the storms, I'll be joyful about the storms? Does that mean that the sadness will make me happy? No, not necessarily, Let's say a great captain of a ship. Okay, they know how to navigate through difficult storms. They know how to delegate. They know how to generally keep their ship safe, okay? Right? And it almost seems as if they fearlessly navigate through these storms. But I'm going to tell you that there is going to be some fear. Even in the most seasoned of captains, there is going to be some anxiety and adrenaline and time that needs to rest, and some difficulty. Even if this is their, 100th storm that they faced, 1000th storm that they faced, there still might be some shakeup within. But the captain that is truly, a master knows this and knows how to take care of themselves and through the struggle, through the difficulty, because they've done it before. And you will become a more masterful captain of your life. And when you look at individuals who seemingly have, they're on top, they seemingly live on top of the mountain of happiness, with no mess ups or suffering or sadness, understand that they still experience mountains and valleys, that no one is immune to the ebb and flow of life. We can't become immune to it. But what happens is when they face those ebbs and flows, they utilize the tools from the past experiences, and they also have this open kind of mind and willingness to grow and willingness to learn that helps them through. And that if this is a different valley that they're facing, let's say a loss of a parent or the death of a spouse, that the tools that they have developed in their previous excursions are going to help them. And also, a tool is to ask for help. They're also going to ask for help when they don't know how to make it through on their own, or they haven't developed the appropriate tools for the situation at hand, okay? Set yourself up for success. Release yourself from this mind trap that there is one valley and one mountain. Release yourself from this mind trap that once you reach a specific mountain that you'll be immune to the ebbs and flows of life, and understand that it is a journey, an endless, beautiful journey, and you become more masterly with every valley and with every mountain. Sending you so much blessings and many waves of light and support. I hope that this message finds you well and can assist you on your journey forward. You can do this. There is help. You are loved and held in love by the universe. So this is Jeanette Heater with thedivinitywithin.com. Wishing you the very best.